Coming to you from New Orleans, PCA 2025, and that coverage is brought to you by our friends at Drew Estate. I have to stop at this booth at PCA every year. Last year, we didn't get together because our schedules did not G and Hall. But I got to tell you, when I stepped up and I said, hey, we don't have time for an interview, you were genuinely sad. And I was so, or you're a very good actor, but I think you were just genuinely sad.
I enjoyed
and
talking
you said, come back by the last day. And we had to fly out because I had to go to work and I missed that day. And so I told Steven, because Chief does all the scheduling, I told him, I said, look, get that one first. Get that one first because he's going to be blocked up. Because you walk past here and you see the party and you hear the party, and in this room, somebody's sitting in these chairs all day long. You are one of the most wanted to meet fellers in this whole place.
Flattering.
And I am so glad that I get to sit down and smoke a cigar with you. My man.
The pleasure is mine. Pleasure's mine. It's tough, man. It's a tough balance because this is the one time of the year all of our retailers and the whole cigar industry is here. And I want to show my love to everybody, and it's tough because there's just not enough hours in the day. And then scheduling is really difficult. So I'm glad we got to do this.
And you got a big crew. I mean,
thank God, man. It really evolved with my inside team, got some outside team, and then some friends that can come in and help out. Yeah.
I know your time is at a premium, so if you want to just share with us the great things that you've got coming out and whatever you want to share and talk about.
Yeah, this is a big one for it. It's our 10-year anniversary. So I made a special 10-year anniversary Salomon, which is a 7x58 Perfecto. Salomon is kind of this old school Cuban traditional Perfecto size. And it's very celebratory, I think.
Right.
I love to do Perfectos for a special occasion cigar, and this is definitely a special occasion. So we did a 20 count collector's box. So that's this baby here.
Wow.
This has a special Connecticut broadleaf hybridized with Connecticut Cuban seed wrapper, which is grown right in the Connecticut River Valley. It's something special. And then I also did a 10 count box. I cut my nails recently, so I can't open the
I can
box.
try, but I've got fingernails.
So same here. There we go.
Look at that.
So,
Vanna White, be proud.
so
beautiful.
Brazilian Matafina binder. I wanted to do fillers from Condega, Esteli, and Jalapa, so you got the three main regions of Nicaragua. These are going to be probably 750 boxes we'll do. And then we did a 10 count box, which is quite nice. It's a little bit more conducive for the stores. Sorry, Mike. There we go.
That's beautiful.
Then we did this 10 count. Which is, a bit more conducive for the shelves.
Still beautiful.
Yeah, nice tray.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So we're hoping these come out by the end of the year. We were affected recently by this fire, unfortunately, in Nicaragua. So these are going to be a little bit tight over the next 3 to 5 months. But we're hoping by the end of the year we'll have something going. Fortunately, these didn't get caught in the fire, so that would be nice.
Fantastic.
Then we did an extension to the line that you're smoking, the Wise Man line. We did Lancero, both the Maduro and then also the Corojo. So a little bit different blend from the core lines. I like to do the special sizes a little bit different. So I actually use Connecticut broadleaf on the Maduro, whereas that one's San Andreas, and then this is all Nicaraguan.
So that's a whole different smoking experience. It's got the same DNA, but it's a little bit different, and then the Vitola is gonna impact it as well.
Yes, especially with that Lancero, you're getting more of that wrapper leaf. You're kind of showcasing the wrapper in that blend. It's such small ring gauge. It's one of my grandfather's favorite sizes.
Really?
I always try to do Lanceros in a lot of the lines, but this is 20 count. Hopefully these will be out in the fall. And then we did a special. This is an event-only cigar. I think you'd find this cool. This is called the first factory, which was in Suffield, Connecticut. So Connecticut is home to the first cigar factory in the continental U.S.
Really?
Yes. So it was founded in 1810. There's an old stone monument there from 1935 from the Cigar Association from 1935, and it says, "Here laid the first cigar factory in the United States in Suffield." Suffield grows some of the best Connecticut broadleaf in the valley, so it uses some Suffield broadleaf. It's a 5 3/4 by 60 soft box press.
That's gorgeous.
Perfecto, which is kind of typical of the sizes in the 1800s. They smoked a lot of these Perfecto sizes. So these are only available at Foundation events for certain promo products. So every event will do a featured brand, like the Wise Man, and then if you buy a box at the event, you get these for free.
Wow.
Yeah. So I want to do something special for events, guys to look forward to, doing some Foundation.
That's exciting. That looks beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, it is.
I might have one for you to try.
I sure hope
There's
so.
a few that didn't get burned in the fire. I'm smoking one now. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
I got to tell you, I love the fact that your grasp on history and your respect and homage to the land. Last year at PCA, you got to stand up and you got to do that hour-long talk.
yeah.
And I was at the edge of my seat the whole time because I learned so much, and I've used the information that you gave me in my videos over and over and over again, talking about the soil, talking about the glaciers, talking about the what is it, Nicotina rustica, that you couldn't make a cigar with that in it, this and that.
Oh man,
And it was.
you're beyond your teeth.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's so much nicotine that tobacco. But
Every time I sit with you, you make me smarter. Now, don't be excited because it's not hard to make me smarter. It's a pretty low bar. But, I do. I take those opportunities to share with others. And
I love it, man. I learn from so many different people. I'm constantly learning. I love it, the history, this, of course, tobacco history, cigar history. My office is like a museum. So I get a little carried away with the collectibles sometimes. Sorry,
Really?
not to. But I love it. And just to be able to complement the blends with branding that I'm passionate about, and history, culture, I think it's just a good combo. Because that's what it is for the packaging. It's just a reflection of what this is about. Because this is where it starts always.
right.
Tobacco, the blend. I don't want anybody to get it twisted sometimes, because sometimes things get more focused on packaging instead of the actual product. But to me, they should complement each other. Yeah.
Story will get you on the first one, but the smoke will get you on the next one.
There you go.
So, and you talk a lot about, last year you were sharing a lot of stuff about Ethiopia and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a kind of strange. Guys like, why is he sending to Ethiopia? It goes hand in hand with my love for cigars. Because when I started working the cigar shop in '96, it's kind of when I started learning about the history of Ethiopia. Because all I knew was starvation. That was the image. And then you have this history that goes back to Solomon and Sheba. And a lot of my brands kind of pay homage to that. Even the 10-year, right? This is St. George Slain Dragon, which I think was appropriate for being a business owner, the challenges of our industry, the FDA. We're kind of constantly battling these challenges, and hopefully you can emerge victorious by the end.
It feels like Foundation's been around for 50 years. I can't think of a time where I didn't have the ability and opportunity to grab a Foundation cigar.
I was just looking at pictures this morning. We launched here 10 years with one brand. I had two of my friends here helping me, and it's been nonstop.
I love the grassroots story. Just nobody says we can do it. We're going to do it. Let's just get it.
I had help. My friend Dion from Illusion Cigars. He gave me half of his booth the first year. He let me use it. I remember walking into the show floor that morning before it opened 10 years ago, and I saw Pete Johnson from Tatuaje, and he said, "Oh, Dion's paying it forward." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, when Dion launched, I gave him part of my booth. And he sold out that first show. So then Dion gave me part of his, so it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And it was a great show. It's been trying ever since, you know.
And you're succeeding. You're slaying that dragon. That's for sure. So, this man is busy. He probably needs to take a minute to sit down and collect his thoughts since he's got here. He's been running, and then there'll be a line of people waiting to come see him. So I'm not going to monopolize your time.
Well, I'm glad they did a media hour too, which is great. It's necessary.
It is.
They might need more than an hour for media time.
Possible.
Because it's so difficult. You know, I want to talk to everybody, but then you have customers, and the customers get mad if you know, they feel neglected. So it's nice to have free time to talk.
Absolutely.
Lord knows I want to do media too.
Got to balance both.
Got to balance both.
Got to slay them dragons.
Got it. Bob, you're the man. I really appreciate you, Bob.
My friend.
Yeah, thank you for you have an amazing channel, amazing love for this industry. So thank you.
I appreciate you. We love you. And Foundation Cigar is not just a story, also a blend in the smoke. This is the thing you need to get in your humidor right now. And that thing, you need to watch out for it. It's coming. Mean it.
Soon come.